Hello everyone and welcome to Nonstop Gaming. Today we're going to be going through some tips and tricks on how to complete Extinction mode, and also I'll have a video of me playing and how I got through the Extinction mode with actually no downs at all. Alright, so the first tip that I'm going to give you guys is you're going to want to upgrade the top bar on the upgrade list with your skill points right off the start, because this is going to be helping your team throughout the game, and you want to be able to help them right from the start, whether you have tank on and you're able to kill zombies to protect your team, or you're engineer, or you have the medic ability to get your teammates up faster, or whatever you want to choose. It's really going to help your team out, and I think that's just the most important thing to do, because this is a team cooperation, unless you're doing it solo, of course. Now, along those lines, unless you're doing the challenge to get through the whole Extinction mode with only your pistol, I really think upgrading your pistol is pretty much useless. I don't ever upgrade any points into it, really. I just think that that's really invalid or useless. Now, the next strategy that I think you guys should be doing is, as a team, you should figure out who has the ability to create the best either armor piercing bullets or explosive ammo, as explosive ammo and armor piercing are the most important bullet types in the game. So before the game even starts, you guys should be figuring out who's going to upgrade that. So if you do say that you are going to be the one doing that, I suggest you filling up that upgrade bar second. And as a third thing to fill up, I suggest filling up that sentry gun slot or other equipment slot. I really think the sentry gun is the most important equipment type for this mode, and they work really well, because after you fill up, say, the sentry gun thing all the way, you can actually have two sentry guns, which actually, that's obviously double the amount, so you pretty much double the protection of your team, essentially, and this is going to really help you in those later rounds where sometimes gunpowder just isn't enough. Now, also, just as ammo is important and what type of ammo you're using, you also have to figure out who's going to be supplying the armor, as armor is very important as well. And out of the classes, I really think that you really need to have like two medics, an engineer, and say one tank or whatever. I think that's like the best setup for people's roles in the mode. Now, of course, you guys aren't going to be able to upgrade anything if you don't complete the challenge. The challenges are, I'd say, the most important part of the game as you're going through all the hives. Now, you can find the challenges on the bottom left corner, and as you can tell, some of them are like kill 25 aliens prone, or get only melee attack kills, or have 75% accuracy while the hive is getting drilled. And so you're really going to have to complete these challenges, or else you won't be able to upgrade anything. And every time that you can't complete a challenge, it's really going to hurt your team later on down the road, say on Hive 13 or 14, when you aren't able to have two sentry guns up. And essentially it's going to get all your teammates killed. Alright, so what I suggest doing next, and what I do every time, is throw all the propane tanks on that back hive at the first part of the map here. So when you guys are on that hive and the helicopters start shooting you blow up all the propane tanks, and it takes a good chunk of the health out, so it really cuts back on the time that it takes to take out the hive. And make sure that you blow up the propane tanks as the helicopter's shooting, and obviously the health meter of the hive is displayed, because if you do it before that, then it's not going to do any damage to the hive at all. Now, for gun-wise, what I always do is I pick up the AK right off the start, right after that first hive is done, and I actually use the AK all the way down till I'm able to get the chainsaw later on like hive, I think it's hive 11 or whatever. And yeah, I really enjoy the AK up till then. It works great. And also, as you see me do throughout the map, you're going to be looking for bags or boxes or containers that you can actually search, and inside them you will find attachments for weapons, equipment, and other cool stuff that will help you throughout the game. And as some people don't know, the flare is essentially a monkey bomb from zombies, and the zombies will huddle around this light as they're attracted to, and you can just pick them off. This works great for when there's a couple people down and you need to pick them up, and you have no other means of doing so. You just put down a flare, and that buys you time to pick up your teammates. And also you can find like foregrips and red dot sights or thermal sights that will help your aim or accuracy or whatever throughout the game. Now, the next tip that I can give you guys that's really important is when you hear the person say, look out for the scorpions, you really should be looking out for the scorpions. These guys spray acid and they really hinder your vision and make you delusional and slow you down and also injure you. So really you should be going after the scorpions first before any other alien. Usually I just let my sentry gun or sentry guns take out all the other aliens, and really I just sit back behind them and pick off all the scorpions, which always are elevated. They'll always be on the highest point, whether that be on a rooftop or on a sign or anything like that. And if you can take them out and then worry about the other aliens later, it really helps out a lot. Now, when it comes down to money, really, I never have a problem with running out of money. You pretty much have enough money to last you forever in this game. You're constantly just getting money, and most of the time I actually don't even know what to do with it. So when it comes down to destroying that last hive on area, and there's that box that is dropped of money, which is always $3,000. What I like to do is I'll put down a sentry gun or IMS or any equipment and shield or ammo that costs money, and then I'll pick up the money after I've spent, say, the $3,000 or whatever. This will mean that I have that equipment instead of wasting that $30,000 I picked up, because you can only hold $6,000 in your account at one time. And then I just carry the sentry gun or IMS equipment or whatever to the next hive. Now, when meteors come down, those big spiral red objects that hit the ground and stick into the ground, when they hit, what I do is, because the aliens that come out are explosive, almost like the dogs of Modern Warfare 3 Survival, how they had C4s, these guys blow up. You just shoot your gun into the part where the meteor is just barely out of the ground, and you just put your gun there and you shoot, and before they even get out of the meteor, they will blow up, and once one blows up, it'll start a chain reaction. So all you need is those first few hit markers, and you actually killed all the aliens inside, which is why I really think that the meteors are the easiest part. They're easily taken out. Now, on the harder waves, always make sure that you guys are charging up the traps, whether it be the electrical fence or the flames, and this will really help the wave go faster and also easier, as it takes off the pressure. And this really is really important because you essentially have endless money in this mode. You aren't going to be running out, so you might as well buy all of the stuff that you can. And always make sure that there's someone that is assigned to always be throwing out shield and bullets. If one person should be putting down shields, another person should be putting down explosive ammo, and another person should be putting down piercing ammo. Now, another big tip that I can give you guys is don't be going out of your pack. Stay in a pack, stay as a group, be fighting side by side each other. Don't be going off on your solo mission around the map trying to maybe get more kills or whatever, because it's really only going to just get you down. And because you're so far away from all the others, then if someone does end up coming to get you, they have a really high chance of going down themselves as well, and then it just becomes chaos as people just keep going down. And really, when you go down, you lose a lot of money, and yeah, it's just a real pain for teammates to be having to run across the map and get a person when you really are getting enough kills just working as a group as is. Now, as I said, when you're getting to those later hives, go to that attic area on the one building or house or cabin or whatever, and pick up that chainsaw gun. Now, this chainsaw gun is extremely powerful. It has a long clip on it, and it's really great because you don't even have to look down the sight. You can just aim and fire and know exactly what's going on at all times, and I just really love this gun. Now, just as I was saying about traps, on the fourth hive, you critically need to equip that trap. It's the electrical water. Right in front of the hive, there will be a pond area or big puddle that it actually is electrocuted, and your teammates won't be able to go on it, but it will. Any aliens that go on it will be stunned and electrocuted, which is a real help. And then you just have to essentially just sit back behind your sentry guns or turrets or whatever and just pick off all the scorpions on the ledges, and you will be fine for that final hive. Now, after the final hive is destroyed, I advise you guys to just take a break and sit back and everyone resupply. You won't be needing money anymore because after you arm that nuke, you're just going to be running for the rest of the time, so you won't be needing money. So just use up all the money you can to help that final run back to the helicopter. Now, I strongly advise you guys to put on your armor-piercing ammo now. Don't have explosive ammo on or anything else, because when you're running back, all you're essentially worried about is rhinos. That's all that's going to be attacking you. So as you're running back, I strongly advise that you guys pull out your pistol, because all you have to do is just run as fast as you can back to that helicopter. You don't have to do anything else but just run back. And along the way, there will be meteors that block the pathway, and you're just going to have to fight off the rhinos. Don't worry about any other aliens, just fight off the rhinos, and then worry about the aliens until that meteor does disappear and you're able to run away. At these areas where you're trapped, make sure that you put down your sentry guns or turrets or IMSs, anything that will help you take out the aliens in the premise, as it will just be a really crowded area of aliens and you guys. Yeah, so I'm really proud of finally beating Extinction mode. This is the first time and hopefully not the last time that I complete it. And after you complete the mode, you're actually going to be given ways that you can beat it, such as complete the extinction mode with only pistol, or can't use any equipment, or stuff like that that will hinder your ability to make it, and you can choose to do those. So this will just essentially make it harder and give it more of a challenge. Yeah, so when you guys are running back, you essentially have to have all 4 players on the final checkpoint or getaway spot. It's going to be a highlighted area, and if all 4 people aren't on there, it won't leave yet. So if someone goes down, you really have to get them up. You can't just leave them and keep running. You just have to get them as you guys are running back as quickly as you can, and then carry on with running back. Yeah, so that's all the tips that I have for you guys at the moment. Please hit that like button, and please hit that subscribe button, as this video did take some time to make. And also, again, the gameplay took a little while as well. And please comment below what you guys think is better, worse, or around the same as COD Zombies down below. And have a great day, guys.